Hello and welcome to the third of 3 videos on the Learn My Way website and how to use it. In the first video, if you remember, we had a quick look at the website and what sort of courses were available on there. In the second video, we looked at how to get to the website and how to register for it. And in this one, we're going to have a look at one example of a course, just to show you the sort of tools that are available on the course and how to use it. Okay, so you can see here that I've got onto the website itself. Okay, and first thing to do once you've got to the website, don't forget the second video shows you how to do that if you've forgotten. We need to sign in. So let's look at the website in full. There we go. And we need to sign in. So at the top of the website here, we've got the sign in button. So if I click on that takes us into the sign in page, and it's asking for your username or email address first here and your password underneath. Now if you followed my instructions on the video 2, then you'll have written those down hopefully, or maybe you might remember them if you're good. So type in your username or email address and your password, click on the sign in button, and then come back to the video and we'll see what to do next. Okay, so here's the Learn My Way website and I've now logged into the site. You can see that my screen will be slightly different to yours because I've started 2 courses, and it shows that in the center of the page on the My Learning tab. Don't forget that if you want to see all the courses that are available, you can do that by clicking on the subjects button here. Let's do that. And there's the full list of courses. I'm using the wheel on my mouse to move up and down. And if I go back to My Learning by clicking on that tab, another way to get the full list of courses is to click on the See All Learning button there. Let's try that. And there's the full list again. Okay, now let's stay on that one and we'll choose a course that we're going to have a look at. If I scroll down, this is the course that I'm part of the way through, More Internet Skills. And I've completed some of the courses, so I've completed the Smart Internet. Can you see that tick there? And although it doesn't show it on here, oh yes it does. Here look, in progress, it says I've started the Using a Digital Camera one. Okay. So let's pick one that I haven't started to show you what that would look like, and we'll do the first one, which is video calling. So all you need to do to start a course is click on the title or the arrow at the end of the course, and let's do that with video calling. So I'll click on that and it takes us into the course heading, and it tells us here, look, that we've got 6 topics and 10 resources. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, 6 topics is pretty obvious from here. It means we've got 6 headings that make up the complete course, and it breaks it down into an introduction, FaceTime, Skype, and so on. Okay, 10 resources means that a bit further down, we've got links to 10 different websites that will give you more information about this overall topic about video calling. Okay. Let's have a look at one example of these resources. Remember I said that these are all links to other websites. So if we take this one as an example, I'm just going to close one of these tabs that I've got up here. So using FaceTime, notice that the website we're on, Learn My Way, is giving us one tab at the top of the screen on our web browser. And if I go down to the resources list, again by using the wheel on my mouse, and click on one of these resources using FaceTime Apple, click on that, and that takes us to that resource, to the web browser page on using FaceTime with your iPhone, iPad or iPod Touch. And it's done that by opening a new tab at the top of the screen. The old tab, the one that we're using for Learn My Way, is still there. And all I need to do to get back to that is click on that first tab. So I click there and it takes us back to where we were. Okay, so each of these is a link to a different website, and it opens in a new tab at the top of the screen. Sometimes get confused with all these tabs opening at the top of the screen, but you can always go back to the one that you want and switch between them by just clicking on the tab at the top of the screen. Okay, so topics first, which break down the subject, and then resources are just extra web pages you can go to. So let's go into one of the topics, the introduction to video calling. Again, you can click on the title or the arrow at the end. So I'll click on the title and it takes us into the course. Okay, now you can see that the course, if I use my wheel on the mouse to scroll up and down, is text-based with pictures. We've got a button here that says switch audio on. Now, because I'm using my microphone to record my voice for you, I can switch audio on, but you won't hear it, unfortunately. What the audio does is it actually reads out this text to you. So if you prefer to listen to the text rather than reading it yourself, or maybe you struggle with reading English, you could use the switch audio on and it would read that out to you. One downside with that, with the switch audio on, is it reads everything for you. So it'll also read instructions as well as the actual text that are on there. Can get a bit annoying. All you do to switch it off is just click on that button again at the top and it switches it off. Okay, so we read through the text. What is video calling? Video calling is where you can see and hear the person or people you're talking to. It's a great way to feel closer to people without needing to be near them. It brings people together and encourages them to talk. And then at the bottom it says continue. Now if you'd switched the audio on, it would say click on the continue button to continue to the next page. So I'll do that anyway. I'll click on continue and it moves us down. And you can go back by using the wheel to just scroll up or down. Okay, so again, if you had switched the audio button on, it would continue to read this out to you. Basic features, it would tell you to select the next button to find out more. Slightly different setup now, look, because instead of just having one picture, if I scroll back down, it shows us this bit here shows us that there are 4 pages. Okay, and we're on the first of those pages. So you can start a video call by selecting the video icon here. Then if I click next, it goes us to the second little pagelet, if you want to call it that. Ending a call, you click on the red button. Next again, how to mute the microphone. Next again, how to turn the camera around. And you can always go back to previous sections by using that previous button. Okay, so a slightly different setup on that section to the first one, because you've got a few little sections to the topic broken down here. After you've completed that, we've got the continue button again, and it goes to the next one. And you just work your way through that complete section by clicking on the next buttons or the previous buttons if you wish to go back. Let's just have a look at this one. This is an activity. So it says, now you've seen the basic functions of a video calling program, have a go at selecting the right icons for the right functions. Select the Start Activity button. So this is slightly different to the ones before because you're not just reading. So let's try that. Start Activity. And it tells you what to do. It says select the icon that you would choose to start a video call. So that would be that. Click on that one. Select the icon that you would choose to end a call. The red telephone. Next, select the icon that you would choose to mute the microphone. And that's the microphone there. Icon that you'd use to flip the camera. That one. Great, you've selected the correct icons. You can now press close if you are finished. So let's click on close. And that takes us back to there. Okay, so sometimes you'll have activities to do. Most of the time on these courses, you'll be reading the text that's there, either on a single page like that one, or on what you might call a multi-page here, where you'll have a next button and sometimes a previous button. Once you've worked through the complete course, it will take you back to the starting point. So let's go back to My Learning here, and you can see now that on the More Internet Skills one, we've got 14% complete, and if I go to Subjects, we've been working on the More Internet Skills one, and I worked on the video calling one there, and it says in progress now because we've been started on that. Okay, so that completes the 3 sections of this course on using Learn My Way. Have some fun trying out the different courses that are on there. It's an excellent site to use. You can dip in and out of the different courses, or you can work your way through a complete course one at a time. But either way, try things out, have some fun using Learn My Way.